Has social media made car builds inspiring or unrealistic? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to another episode of Garage Talk on H.A.B. Garage. Today we're going to be talking about social media versus real life. In my opinion, man, social media has changed the car community in multiple ways. It's not just good, it's not just bad. But I don't like the fact that people think car builds now only boil down to a highlight reel. When it's ups and downs, when it's a lot of things that don't get shown with these big car social media creators. And in my opinion, it lessens the effect of what it is to build an actual car. And I'm not talking about buying some Hellcat and wrapping it and putting some stickers on it. To me, that's not a build and never will be. But in some social media circles and in some social media in general, people really think that's what it boils down to. When it comes to building these old school cars, people really don't even talk about it anymore. You see some shops don't even do old school builds for people anymore just because that's not the norm and that's not what's put out on social media. And that's something I don't really agree with. Some of the hardest things about building cars aren't shown on most these bigger YouTuber and social media car people's channels. Saving up money, waiting for parts, being frustrated that things aren't going your way. They show you a clip of it, but then it's like, oh, success a couple seconds later. So for me, social media has really lessened the craft of building cars and the new car scene as well. It's just like everybody wants a Porsche 911, a Hellcat, a BMW. I don't know much about BMW, so I can't tell you the trim, but the BMW that everybody likes, maybe I'll put an image of it, the one I'm talking about. Maybe I won't, I don't know. But it's just boiled down to leasing cars, not building cars. But nobody wants to call it what it is. It's just most people leasing cars. Not even leasing, or somebody financing a car. Like, I own this car and I'm gonna build this car, and it's gonna be expensive, and it's gonna take a lot of time and a lot of patience, and it's gonna be a lot of struggle in the build, and that's part of it. If you really do love this stuff, that's part of what it is to build cars and to be a car builder and a car enthusiast. Maybe not a car enthusiast. Maybe the car enthusiast is that person that's taking over the car community right now, because they're not car builders. They like cars, they like collecting cars, but they don't build anything. Like, nobody's cutting something up every YouTube channel. Nobody's welding something up every YouTube channel. They have people do it for them, and that's no shade, but that's not a builder. That's an enthusiast that pays to get stuff done on his car. Like my father, love him to death. He's not a car builder, but he does love cars. He likes cars, and he designs his cars. He tells the people how he wants the cars to be. To me, that is what a car enthusiast is. That's not a car builder. The builder is the one that brings that vision to life. Yes, you had that vision, but the builder created it with his two hands. So I think that's not shown in social media, and it's not really glorified anymore. If you can buy a Hellcat, if you can buy that BMW I'm thinking of, if you can buy a Porsche 911, which is everybody's dream car now, which to me is crazy, but that's what it is turning the car community into. Is no more builders, just enthusiasts, where they want to, if you don't have 500, 600, 1,000 horsepower, your car isn't cool. Like, it's cool to build something with your two hands. At least that's how I feel about it. The creativity that you have in your head and you work with your hands to bring it to life. That's what I think the core of the car community should be and is.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
And another thing to go along with that, it's like people younger than us or younger than me, I would say, lets that new starter level, I guess, discourage them from getting into cars because they can't get a Hellcat, they can't get this, they can't get that. And some of them don't have the drive to, that kind of sounds like a pun, but the drive to learn how to build a car to that level of performance. Instead of getting a Hellcat, get a Dodge whatever and have a Hemi and then build it to compete with that. A lot of the young people don't have that drive. They just want to be on that level immediately. So it's like they compare themselves to what they're already seeing, and you don't know what these people are doing to get these vehicles. I don't know, because we don't live their lives. So saying that, it's like that's another thing that social media does to a lot of people, is they compare themselves to what somebody else has and think if they don't have it, they shouldn't record, or they shouldn't try to even step into that world or that lane of car building or being an enthusiast or car social media at all. And to me, that's not fun, or it's just not right, because people start where they start and you have what you have, and that shouldn't stop you from getting out there and feeling proud of what you built or what you can or can't do, if that makes sense. And that's another thing. That's why I don't believe mistakes you make on your cars or build should be covered up or just glazed over. I don't show every mistake I make, but I do talk about when I do make a mistake. Even on my hood back here, I made a mistake and I had to literally sand all the bodywork off. It's in my other video. And I had to start all over and kept going. But as you can see, the hood is black now. It's ready to be used for what it needs to be used for. So I think showing mistakes, showing the full process, or showing more of the full process should be appreciated more. Hiding everything and trying to make everything look like, oh man, I'm just so good at this, I'm so good at this, when most people, they're not car builders. They just like cars. A lot of these YouTubers, social media people, they like cars. This isn't their only skill. This isn't what they put their whole life into. They just had some people around them that helped them wrench on some stuff, and they just kept going with their YouTube stuff or their social media stuff. And it's people out there that's working by themselves, one guy, one build, or multiple builds. And that one guy is building all that stuff, and he's not getting the appreciation he should get. I'm not speaking about myself. I'm a small fry right now. I don't care if anybody knows who I am. I'm just making this video for those guys that might feel like that. And honestly, those are the real car builders. No offense to the TJ Hunts and whoever else, big YouTubers. I don't want to name drop. I shouldn't even said that name, but those aren't car builders. They have people building stuff for them, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's a car enthusiast.
What are the dreams that you had you could?
That's a car enthusiast. I don't even know if I said it right that time. I'm saying it too many times. But it's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. But where I draw the line is where those people try to call themselves car builders. You're not a car builder. Even if you have your own body kit, that's a company thing. You're not a builder. You don't build cars from start to finish yourself. You have a team of people that you oversee to build cars. So it's just like, I think building the stuff yourself and really being in the trenches and being hands deep with no way out is where you really show your skills as a car builder instead of an enthusiast. So yeah, I think that's not glorified enough in social media, and I think it should be, and I think there should be a clear difference in my opinion. I think people should know, like, if you're both, you're both, but if you're one or the other, that's just what you are. Don't try to make it seem like, oh, it doesn't matter, or this, that, and the other, or, oh, I do build cars because I put some stickers on it and I changed the rims and I put a cold air intake on it. That's not a car builder. You replaced parts. That's what it sounds mean, but that's what it is. My 5-year-old helped me put on a tire and put one back on multiple times. So I don't think she's a car builder. She's a 5-year-old baby. That's not me trying to throw shots at anybody. That's just a comparison. With a little bit of help, she can actually use an impact gun and put a tire on. But she's not a car builder. And that's why at H.A.B. Garage, I will be showing the real process. Anytime I have mistakes, even with this car, I'm still waiting on parts. I haven't got the money for everything yet, but I'm going to get there. I have most of the sheet metal I'm going to be needing. I need more sheet metal. I need to get ready to build a dolly when I take the K-frame out and all that stuff. That stuff I'm still waiting on, and that's the real part of building this stuff. I have a house. I have other things to deal with. I have other things to do. This is my passion. This is my only skill is this car stuff, but I have to be realistic in how I do things and how I move forward when it comes to my goals and my dreams and what I want to do with my life while I'm still living my life, if that makes sense. So on H.A.B. Garage, you won't be getting the fluff or any of that. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not the guy who's gonna be like, oh, I'm about to go finance some car. I'm not doing anything like that ever. I'm not. If you see a car on this channel, it's because I own it. I'm not trying to flex, none of that. Or it might be because if I bought it and it had a blown engine. So many text messages, Jesus Christ. But because I bought it and it had a blown engine, or I have to save up, I saved up for the vehicle or whatever, but it doesn't have an engine in it, or it doesn't have this, or it doesn't have that. Whatever way I need to get my hands on a project or a car I want or a vehicle I want, that's what I will do as long as I can own it. So I'm not gonna, it's nothing I bring in on my channel will be perfect. You won't see me going to a dealership until I get monetized or until I do start making crazy money, and it still won't even be for me. It'll probably be for my wife. It'll probably be for somebody important to me. But for me, I really want to build things. I don't want to just say, "Oh, I bought that. That's good enough." Like, no, I want to build stuff. I want to work on things until I can't anymore physically. So with my channel and with my branding and what I'm trying to build here, I want to build cars. It's just that simple. I don't need the newest car. I don't need the most fanciest car. I don't need the hypest car. I don't need any of that stuff, or nor do I want it. That's not who I am. I'm not a follower. I don't want to follow the trends. I'm not going to magically become some type of Porsche guy or some type of foreign car guy. Like, this is what I grew up on. My dad worked at Ford as long as I've been alive. He still works at Ford to this day. So for me, these are the cars I'm going to be working on. Ford, Chevy, maybe Dodge. But I don't like Dodge. I'm not going to lie. I don't. But that's beside the point. That's what you will get from H.A.B. Garage. It will never be the fastest cars, the most expensive cars. They will just be cars that I am interested in and I want to build. And don't let social media stop you from getting into the car community any way you can, whether you're just a car enthusiast or you want to build something. I don't know why I keep saying that word wrong. Whether you want to be a car builder, whether you want to work on cars completely by yourself, whether you want to pay somebody to work on cars for you. Don't let social media and what you see on social media stop you from stepping into the car community or the automotive community or the automotive world, whether that be bikes, trucks, cars, anything of that nature. Don't let the process of comparing steal the joy of what could be for you if you just took that chance on yourself, on your build or whatever you want to do with cars. Just make sure if you really want to do it, go for it. Don't compare yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. I think that's a saying. I don't know. It probably is. But don't let that stop you. That's all I wanted to say. The journey is what teaches you. The real builds take time, and that's okay. But that's it for the video, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about what I said in the comments below. Let me know if you agree with me, if you disagree on whatever points you disagree on. But man, that's enough talking. Catch me in the next one. Peace.